Okay, welcome back to my channel. We are in the second week of 2022, guys. Really, the third, technically, if you look at it like that. But I wanted to go in further about this profit. January and our business is always focused on profit. Why? Because we want to set the tone for the year. So I have some notes for you. Last week in our video, or in my video, I talked about profit first, about how in 2025, I want you to focus on profit for your real estate business because that's how you're going to be able to grow it, scale it, and eventually build a business that helps you fund that doesn't run your life. What I want to talk about right now is the decision to be profitable. See, it's one thing to know you need to be profitable, but the decision is the open door to reality. The moment you decide that you're going to do something is when it becomes real and when the universe, when God, when the angels, when all the things that work in your favor generally in life are going to start to work together to bring what you say to pass. We know that the Bible says that you will have what you say. I wanted to take this month because it's a month of consecration. We're fasting and different things, but we got to remember that this is a spiritual journey. Even though your business is played out in a physical form, you're making physical money. It is a spiritual decision that you are making because if you are called by God's name, you are using your business as a platform to build wealth, as noted in Deuteronomy 8 and 18, which means that when I do something in God's kingdom, I have to do it according to certain kingdom principles. So when I talk about running your business with systems, the systems that I run my business with is the primary foundational biblical system, which is seed time and harvest. I know that if I sow a seed in whatever capacity and I wait an appointed amount of time, which I have no control over, that God in Jesus, who is the Lord of the harvest, will make sure that I get a harvest in the right time, in the right season. They are faithful not to forget my labor of love, and I will reap what I sow. So when I start systems in my business, I'm starting systems with the understanding that I'm making a decision that my business is going to be profitable. I'm making a decision that this is one of the vehicles that's going to drive profit into my business. And I'm taking that very seriously. And that's why when we start to think about, okay, what needs to happen with this system? What needs to happen first, second, and third for me to be able to put this system on autopilot? Why? Because if my business runs on autopilot in the areas that it absolutely can, that frees me up to focus on high ticket, high value, high dollar activities, right? And those are the things, high ticket, high value, and high dollar activities are the things that move your business forward. What happens is because we don't have the systematic structure on the back end of our business, we spend most of our time putting out fires, dealing with things reactively versus proactively, and never ever getting the structure in our business needed to launch. And when I say launch, to go into that $1 million real estate agent lane, that $1 million real estate agent capacity, because we're so busy always working from behind. When I talk about systems is an issue of strategy. It's not about creating systems just to say I have systems. Systems give me the strategy to make sure that I'm playing offense in my business as much as possible. I cannot stress that enough. You want to play offense in your business as much as possible. If you get on my email list, you'll see that on the email list, I'm always giving you steps, things that you can implement in these videos. I want to encourage you to go back, look at those emails, and get moving fundamentally in your business to develop the infrastructure to build a millionaire real estate agent business. Here's what that means. Your business has a foundation. The foundation of your business is what you're going to build up from. But that has to be a strong decision in you to say that I'm going to build my business this way. I'm not going to treat it like a hobby. So here's the thing. Once you make a decision to be profitable in your business, you got to do like Psalms 1 says, and be planted firm by the tree of living water so that everything you touch shall prosper. When I say what happens when you make a decision, God needs your decision in order to make moves in your life. Meaning, He's not going to overpower your will. If you don't make a decision and say, you know what, this is going to be the year that I stop treating my business like a hobby, that I stop treating my business like it's not $1 million business, and I actually start to run $1 million corporation, that is the year that you will see change. The reason why we're struggling financially in our real estate business is because we don't understand business infrastructure. And this is why I'm doing a free webinar I want to say it's January 23rd. There's going to be a link to register in the description box. But the thing about this webinar, and I'll look up the date while I'm talking. But the thing about this webinar is it's going to give you the opportunity, and it's January 28th at 4 p.m. There's a link, register. It's going to give you the opportunity to come and learn how to manage your finances as a real estate business professional, how to track profit and loss, how to manage your accounts, how to break down commissions, how to track and use a balance sheet, and how to determine which activities are profitable. So this is why it's imperative that when you become a real estate business owner, that you understand that you have just separated yourself. You're no longer a realtor. When you incorporate your business as an LLC, which prayerfully you have, you now run a business. I want you to see yourself, the activities that you do as a real estate professional, as a separate entity from that business. It is not the same. It is not the same. And in this webinar, we're going to talk about that. So my goal today was just to encourage you to understand that profit is a decision. Any business that's been profitable is because they made a decision that they're going to track and follow profit. How do we do that? By tracking our activities, by tracking our numbers. We have in our CEO coaching, we have a tracker that our agents use every month to track their numbers and things of that nature. So I am looking forward to it. And at the webinar, I may share the tracker. I may feel led to share it because I really think it's important that in 2025, we start to track and know our numbers so that profit can be a staple in our business, like not something that we're chasing and only meeting sometime, but we're hitting it on the head every time. So guys, make sure you're subscribed to my email list because I'm telling you, a lot of the things that we're talking about in this video, we break down on our weekly, monthly, daily email. So make sure you're tuned in. Make sure you're registered. Make sure that you're interacting with our comments, our content, and make sure most of all that you're subscribing.